I see that.
Yeah, that you need to share it with whoever package you are using.
Okay, you want me to share in the Git?
If if that's not your process, then you need to. Uh, but if it is yours, then I think you should see that by yourself.
That is not mine,
Mhm.
I think.
Then,
I need to check again. Yeah.
so could
Thank
you
you,
please,
Vashwan.
yeah, could you please give the access? Okay, so let's go and correct this one. So what happened with this get transaction item?
Yesterday I was trying to do that, run the calculation. I was got by end I got this error.
So what is the error? Okay, this is
Run it.
faulted. So to see if the project is working properly or not, then just create validate project, and then it will, if there are any exceptions, it will just show you whatever the exceptions that you have. Is your machine connected to orchestrator?
Yeah.
Okay. So there are no exceptions or no errors. Let's go to
Bajrang,
the
one,
main.
one quick question. Are we recording this session, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm recording. I guess just a second. I've triggered it. Yes, it's recording.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes. So yes, can you publish this package? And
Sorry.
by before we publish, let's go ahead and debug this with highlight elements. See, there are different options that we have in debug. So, slow step. So let's not use slow step because that will actually be very slow. And execution trail will actually have the check marks or tick marks whenever something is completed. So log activities, you need to enable this to make sure that you have the messages or output in the log. So just go ahead and debug. So we are trying to see if the project is working or not properly, nothing else. Others, do the same with your projects as well. On the left side, you can see the logs that's
Yeah.
adding up. If you don't add log activities, you will see only the log messages. Why do we have this one now? Why do we have this window such in? Why don't you just minimize Teams? Okay, we should have a message box, right? What happened with the message box? Get transaction item is executing. There are no transaction items. Can you check with the queues how many items are available in the queues?
Where to fill it?
Okay. Can you explain the code? I want you to explain the code that you have written. Can you stop and explain the code, please?
Hi Vajran,
Yes.
sorry for disturbing.
No
I
problem. Tell
think you
me.
need to update the config file in the orchestrator queue name.
Okay. So why is he not able to do that? Okay, he kept everything in open calculator or calculator basic, but he invoked it somewhere which he don't know. So to know to check how can you like where did you invoke this workflow, all you need is create find references. So when you use find references,
I did that through basic recording.
yeah, but why do we need basic recording, and what is the use of this basic recording? So others can guide. So this is the session that we are going to have next 1 hour. We are not going to see any new code, but we are trying to understand how the projects, the code will be, and how we will debug. Okay, so the root calculator basic is where do we have find references. There are no references, but though there are no references, this is not executing. Why is it not executing? So let's go into main. Others, please guide. Sachin, I'll be on mute. Whenever you have a query, I will, or you need my help, I will talk.
Guys, can someone guide me about this?
Sachin, can you go to main?
Okay. In the project, we are telling me.
Here it will be.
Launch the main workflow.
Initial.
Main.xaml file in
Just
your project activity.
This one?
Yeah, right. Open this workflow.
Click on main, Sachin, click on main top. Before general business, you can see right
general business.
in the design panel.
Here, in the top.
Okay, here.
Yes.
Yes. Click.
Go to initialize part. Initialization.
Initialize the sequence here. Click down. Click down here. Go down. Click first run. First run sequence.
Actions, 4 actions.
Yes.
This one?
Just click on it. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Come down.
So others, if you have a question while someone is guiding, you can go ahead and ask that question, why they are exactly doing that.
Yeah, what is the problem actually? What are you guys trying to find out?
Sachin, have you uploaded the queue items?
I guess.
Like he has not uploaded the.
Because I don't able to see the
Yes.
queue.
No,
Yeah,
can you scroll up, Sachin? Okay, please scroll up, please. Yeah.
So where
What
should
are
I?
we doing?
Yeah, go
What
ahead.
are we doing? What are you doing in the init all settings? Can you check once?
Which one?
The
Open
init all
workflow.
settings.
Init all setting. Open workflow. Click on the open workflow button. Not there. You have invoked the init all setting workflow, right? First activity. Yeah, right. Just click on open workflow, not there.
Cancel it.
Yeah. There is a button, open workflow.
Where to find it?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
We forgot to add the read file, I guess. Read range and bulk add queue items. These 2 actions we did not do there.
Okay.
You didn't send the data to the queue.
Sachin, you have to first read the Excel file, input file. Then it stores that data into the data table. Then that data table you have to upload on queue. So first you have to create a queue in Orchestrator.
Okay. Got it.
Have you created the queue in Orchestrator?
No, not yet created, I guess.
Okay.
Open
Then
Orchestrator.
go to Orchestrator and create a queue.
That is cloud part.
Or else you can open your Orchestrator using UiPath Assistance.
From where?
UiPath Assistance, there is a button. Not that.
Go to
In the
system window. Go to system window. Type there UiPath Assistant.
Yeah, type UiPath Assistance. Yeah, second one.
Okay, you're getting messages.
Refresh. There is no. Click on the green button, right hand top. Yeah. Click there.
Sachin, people are helping you in the chat as well. Go check that as well.
Okay, go to Google Chrome, Sachin, and type cloud.uipath.com. Yes, okay, okay.
Sachin, I pasted the URL in the chat. Just see that.
Yeah. Sachin, in Teams, there is a URL. You just click on it. It might open.
one system getting. I don't know why.
No. Click on default tenant. Yeah, it's okay, it's okay.
Here, right?
Yeah, okay, just you are using my workspace folder or shared folder.
My work.
Okay, then go to queue. Yeah, add queue, right hand side. Yeah, create a new queue. Yeah, okay, name it.
You think that I can name it?
Just give a name to queue.
Should I write any description for that?
It's optional.
Okay, then
And add. Okay, then go to UiPath Studio and go to initialization state. Go to main. Okay, go to general business. Just yeah. Click on initialization tab. First state initialization. Yeah. Click there. Double click. Okay. Scroll down in first run. First run.
Click on it. Click on
it. Okay. Scroll down.
Down. More.
Scroll down. Yeah. Before add log fields, add one activity, read range activity.
Okay. Here.
Yeah. If you are not using add log fields, then delete it.
Let's pass the queue name as well.
Don't delete add log fields. Keep it as is, because add log fields will help you at the end. Okay, don't delete that.
Okay. Just add a read range field. Read range activity. Go to activity panel.
On the left side. On the left
just
side.
First select activities. Okay. Search read range.
Read type.
Read range or
yeah, read range. Type read range.
Yeah.
Yes, READ. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. There is a workbook. In workbook, read range activity. You will see this.
should I drag it?
Yeah. Just drag it here. Not this. This one in system file workbook.
No, I didn't got.
See in your activity panel.
There is another read range below.
Below this.
Do not do there anything. Check there.
Yeah, this one. Just drag it and drop.
It will pull the old one. Just drag. Yeah. There are two types of read ranges actually.
If you are using this read range, you have to use Excel scope activity.
Okay.
Yeah. So give the input file path in
here.
Yeah. In data.
This one.
No. Input folder. Input folder. You haven't added the input Excel. You have to add first the input Excel file. I think you will got this in Vajrang folder.
You can copy the input file from my folder.
You can't copy from here.
Go to Git.
Good.
No, go ahead. You can copy.
Copy.
What?
No, copy.
No.
Only you have to copy this file.
Okay.
Now go to your folder. Data input, paste it. Okay, now open. Okay, in the property panel, you have to give a output in output field. Just give data table name. Create one data table variable.
delete that A1, A2.
On the right side, just minimize outline. Auto hide it. And click on properties.
Property panel. There is one more property panel. See, and your right hand side.
Yeah.
Yeah. Click. Yeah, in output property, last one.
Okay.
Data
Click
table.
there. Data table. Control K.
Control K.
Press Control plus K. Yeah. Give it a name to the data table.
Data table.
I don't think data table will work. Use some out underscore on data table, like data or something.
You can give
Excel
any
data.
name.
Input data. Just give it a
Data
name.
table one.
Yeah.
So
You are creating a
follow the
variable.
naming conventions for variables when you're creating. You need to prefix it with the variable type. So for data table, normally we prefix it with dt underscore the table name. For integer, we will use int underscore the variable name. So for this, you can actually use a dt underscore input table.
Fine, it is.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to range.
Also
Remove the range.
update the read range scope actually. It is reading from A1 and A2 cells.
Yeah. Just delete the A1 and A2. Just, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it blank.
Only double quotes.
Just keep the double
Keep
quotes
only
and delete
double
A1,
quotes.
A2.
No, keep it like that only. No.
I think
Yeah.
only blank should work, right?
Yeah.
Double
Right.
quotes will work, blank should work, so
Okay.
they should be empty. That should be empty. That's the basic thing.
What do you mean by the
Remove.
It will read if you keep blank, then it will read all the cells and all the columns of rows. Okay. If you give any range between A to A3, A4, then it will read only that columns. Okay. So keep it blank because you want to read all the complete file. Okay. So now go to activity panel and search bulk queue item or search only queue. It will
Queue item.
queue. Just type queue.
You see there.
You can see the bulk add queue item under the queues. The third one.
Third. Yeah, right.
Track
Like
that.
after read
Drag
range,
this activity below the read range. Yeah, correct. No. You drag it wrong activity. You have to drag bulk add queue item.
third one, yeah.
Yeah. So here in data table, assign the input dt underscore input, which is your created. Yeah, dt underscore table. Yeah, correct.
Hit a tab.
Click on that, yeah.
Okay. Press OK. Don't delete.
Don't delete it. Yeah. Just press OK.
Yeah. Now write here the queue name which you have created in orchestrator. I think it was Sachin.
It's Sachin, yes. Put it in quotations.
Or else you can copy this queue name in orchestrator form. Okay. Right, showing yeah.
Okay, we are up by 30 minutes, so this should be completed within next 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Please make it fast. Team, you need to make it fast. Sachin is just a driver here or someone who is working, but you need to make him work fast.
Just save and run this file and check if data is uploading on the
Add a breakpoint at bulk add queue items.
Here.
Click on breakpoint.
Yeah. On the top panel, right side, and this correct. That one.
Right. Okay. Breakpoint, huh?
Yeah. Just toggle breakpoint. Yeah. Click on this. Yeah, okay. Now run this file.
Debug.
Debug or run?
Debug file.
Okay, debug from main.
I see all the ladies are silent. So, gents, please be calm for some time. Let the ladies take over.
Sachin, go to main after this debug is done. Okay.
Okay, fine.
ఇంకా అవుతున్నావు ఇంకో హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ అవుతుంది అత్తయ్య.
You see now it is. You see the green button, right? It is.
Yeah.
The means it is processed it successfully. Now it is reading the range and all.
Click on continue.
Click on step over.
ఇప్పుడేముంది అత్తయ్య? అది కింద నోట్స్ కలుపుతుంది. Do you find the issue here? He's working everything in init applications. Madam. Oh, madam.
How it is happening?
He did not divide the code. He kept everything in single open calculator file. In init all applications, we should have only one open application activity. But he updated every click item in that. So from get transaction item, I think that's failing. The reason is it's not updated in the orchestra in the config, and it's still
Config
fetching the
file.
values from process ABCQ.
Sachin, you can stop the process. Yeah, for this, you go to properties. Properties panel.
Don't change the code, change the config.
Change
we
the
can do
config
that.
file.
Go to project folder.
You have to mention your queue name in config file.
Open the folder in top.
Open data.
Which one?
Data folder.
Data folder.
And click on the config file.
ఇంకా 11 అయింది మావయ్య 11 అయింది.
Go to settings sheet. And in the value cell, you need to update your queue name. What you have given in the orchestrator. That's Sachin, I think. Yeah, save and close.
Close this.
Yeah,
We
close.
located, copy it from the orchestrator. Sachin.
Copy the queue name from orchestrator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About it, yeah. Copy it and go and paste. Right now?
Save and close.
Saved.
Saved it is.
Close. Go to studio. Studio. Main.
Main.
Main workflow. Close everything, whatever it is open. Close it. Go to main. Yeah. You close main.
It's not coming.
Project.
Sujata, have you completed this project?
Main.
It's not coming.
Initialization. First run. Photo.
Here?
First run sequence. Yes, click on it. Remove queue name like Sachin for now. Copy that. Write config. Write config.
Config.
What exactly the file name?
Config.
In the system.
Con.
It's getting closer.
Use
Open
control
bracket.
space, you will have IntelliSense.
Open
Parenthesis.
bracket. Open bracket.
No. You have to type that bracket.
Just type round brackets.
After config, yes. After config.
After config.
Okay.
And double quotes.
Okay.
Open the
Right, you
same
give-
config file.
Sorry?
Open the config file in the project. In the project property. Yes. And yes, that one. Copy the name, orchestrator queue name, not that one. Orchestrator queue name.
Name column.
Yes.
Yeah.
Copy that one and paste it inside the double quotes.
Backspace.
అది వద్దు సెపరేట్ ఒకసారి
Yeah.
చూపించండి.
Yeah, you remove the
Double quotes.
yeah.
1 second.
You have copied correctly.
Inside quotes. Double quotes. Yes.
Dot.
ToString.
Still error.
Dot.
Dot.
ToString.
Yes. ToString. Yes.
Okay.
Save it.
That's it.
Run it now again.
No. Can you please
See the
open the main workflow, open workflow? I think you call the workflow over there. Go back. No, not here. Not here. In the main. General business. Click on general business. Here.
Workflow design.
Yeah. And click on initialization. scroll down. Click on open workflow.
Yeah.
వద్దులేండి కానీ వద్దు
Yeah,
ఇలాగే
right.
బాగుంది.
Yes.
లోపల అరుస్తుంది.
This is a framework file.
Go back to the initial application here. Yes.
So I have a question here. If we
You should
delete the
not
work,
call here. We have to call this in the process.
Wait,
field.
someone is asking a question. What is that?
if we delete the queue item in the orchestrator, it doesn't work, I guess, right?
What?
If we delete a queue item in the orchestrator, it won't work later. Right?
What queue item?
Queue item.
Which queue item?
What is
We have created bulk queue items, right? We have given that config file, that name.
Again, it will read from the first.
Every time the workflow
when
will
you
add the queue item newly.
Every time you run the application, it will always pass the data to the queue.
Yes.
So if we delete the queue in the orchestrator, it doesn't work, right?
Yes. Again, you need to create a queue. And then you need to pass the data to the queue. Then only it will work.
Yeah, I got the point.
Okay. Sachin, remove the open workflow calculator here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So delete it.
Remove it. Yes.
Delete.
Yeah. And then go to main. Okay. Main, back. Complete main. Yes. And then go to process transaction state.
You're on the right.
Double click on it.
open it?
And then click on open workflow. And then drag and drop open workflow here. Go to project. Go to project. And then your workflow is in
Drag and drop
this
open.
one, right? This one. Under calculator automation folder. Yeah, drag open calculator.xml here.
This one I did.
Yeah, you did basic one. Okay. Drag which one? Click on that open workflow. Okay, this is your code.
Okay.
Can you please scroll down? Okay. Is this
I think
working
he is
right?
not.
Go to argument section once. Argument. Click anywhere in the sequence.
Here only the argument.
Just click on the sequence.
Just click anywhere in the
Anywhere.
Okay.
Click it.
Yeah. And then click on argument.
Argument. Now click on argument. No. Argument.
Not here. In the argument panel.
Yeah.
Once.
Okay.
Created.
Okay, Sachin. The data is in queue, right? Orchestrator queue.
Okay.
Yeah. Then you need to get the data from the queue to pass the data here.
Okay.
Okay. Then so that you for that you need to assign the values.
Okay.
You need to create a variable. So create a variable. You can use direct assign activity. Go back. Actually, okay, go up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Okay. Then above the desktop, There's a plus symbol, right? They drag an assign activity.
From
Click on
project?
that symbol.
Yeah. Click on assign
Click on that
activity.
symbol. Searching. Plus symbol.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Assign activity.
No, remove activity.
No. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
second
The
one was
second one.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, last 2 minutes.
Okay. And in the assign activity, you need to create a variable. In the two column, in the two space, in the two. Yeah. Click on the control key. Press control key. Control key.
Let's create variable.
Create variable. To create variable, we need to press control key.
Here.
No. Click
Here.
on two.
No,
Click
in
on
the
two.
column.
You can even use
Control key.
Control key. Okay.
Yeah. We are getting the first number, right? Give a variable name. First number.
I think it is 7.
No. It's a
No.
variable name, not the data. Variable name, first name, like any first name or first number. First number.
Anything I can give, right?
Yeah, anything. Any variable name you like.
This one.
No, it's a number, right? You need to give the
I
First
give a
number,
number.
give first.
give first
First
number.
Right.
number.
First number.
so click
Right first
click
numbers.
button 8. You are creating a variable. 8 is a number, so you have to create a number here. Okay.
Okay.
Just
First,
write first number.
first.
Yeah, write first number.
First underscore number.
FIRST.
You can give like that.
No, not a number. First number.
Check
First
on
underscore
Teams.
number.
No.
Someone
I
The
one
character.
second. I was confusing.
Sachin,
Okay.
Go to
type
Teams.
FIRSTNUMBER.
Can I do?
Yeah, you can do.
Yeah, give me a control.
Okay, guys, let's stop. Thank you so much for your great collaboration. And Sachin, you can stop the screen share. Okay. So now you might have understood my problem in trying to teach the basics. But this exercise was not to tell you how I feel. This was just to make you understand that you need to practice a bit more on what are the basics and how you need to cover them. Okay. So, Sudha, what I initially found from this session is you are ready to take the interviews. How many have you taken any interviews or not? What is the status?
No, Vajra, I'm not yet. I think I'm not yet ready.
Okay, okay. Why do you think so?
Yeah, here the main problem is Dutch language in Netherlands.
Okay,
The second one is they are also asking the certification.
okay.
So I'm preparing for the certification too.
Hmm.
After that, I need to update and I need to prepare the resume as well.
Okay.
And then I
So,
can ready to apply.
okay. So Sudha, what I would say is, don't wait to complete Dutch language as well as the um, whatever the certifications you have. First,
Okay.
complete the resume. We have two items, two sample resumes that are available in our files.
Okay.
Okay, so pick those files and fill
Oh,
in all your details in those files.
okay. Yeah.
Okay, so don't ever think that you're not ready. You are
Oh,
absolutely ready, and you can go ahead and take the interviews.
okay, Vajra.
I
Thank
feel the
you.
same.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the next thing that you need to do is let's do a mock interview for next
Okay.
5 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
That's a surprise.
Oh, with me, I'm not ready, I think.
yeah, so I'll be evolving along with you guys. So I'll just work along with you. It's not like a regular training session, as I mentioned. So by the first week, by Saturday, everyone need to complete their resumes and go for job hunting. I know few of them are already in a developer position, in RPA developer position now, but though attending the training. But even then, you create the resume and at least share it in the GitHub, okay, in your folders. Okay, let others
Okay.
see your resumes. If you want to mark or if you want to hide your personal data of mobile number, I think that should be fine. I don't see any issue over there. But yes, so let's start. Uh, Sudha, can you please tell me or about yourself? Let give you a brief about yourself.
Yeah, I'm Sudha Rani from Netherlands. I have 4 years experience as a .NET developer. Yeah, from past 6 years, I'm not working.
Okay.
So I chose RPA to restart my career. I have taken some sessions in UiPath.
Okay.
So, but I need some real-time experience.
Hmm. Okay.
So,
Now, how can you convert this intro into an experienced intro? Okay. Hi, my name is Sudharani, and I do have 4 plus years of development experience, and I am trained right now with RPA, and I developed a couple of projects, and I deployed them and moved them into production. And one of my latest project includes working with RE framework, where I worked with queues, I worked with robots, initialization of robot, and assigning the robots, assigning jobs into orchestrator queues. So I do also have experience in um, working and debugging the code and finding the issues and solving according to the process definition documents. Okay, so don't say your issues, say your plus points, or say that you are capable of doing the things.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
don't ever reveal that you have 6 years of uh,
Time
uh,
gap.
back or gap until and unless someone asks you.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So for how many years have are you trying to work with RPA?
How many years?
Yes.
Uh, I didn't have any experience in RPA. I just started learning.
Okay. Now this answer can be I have I have close to 6 months of experience in RPA, and while I developed a couple of projects, I dealt with publishing them as well. Though they are not within the organization, I helped them in the community to create those, and I deployed them successfully.
Okay. Is it fine if we say like a normal project, not a company project,
Yeah,
small
of course,
projects?
of course.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. I after I completed my training, I started as a consultant. I took a few projects, and I am capable of working.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, can you please tell me what are the issues you found while working in the projects, while deploying the code?
But while deploying, I got some issues with the orchestrator
Mhm.
while creating the user and while assigning them to the robots and machines. And also with I'm not getting through the executing the robots from the orchestrator. So I have choose to go with the assistant. From the assistants, it's working. I don't know why it is not in within the orchestrator. I
Okay.
have to resolve that.
Okay. So now how can you change this as a experienced person? Okay.
Mm.
Uh, See, interviewer is not interested if you create a robot, if you assign a robot, because those are the basic things. Because since we are doing it new, you might be facing these issues, but once we work on it, this will be a regular job, daily job for us.
Okay.
Okay. So what your interviewer is interested in is how did you deploy? So once I deployed a package, I submitted it to the COE team where they have uploaded it into Orchestrator. But for some issue, maybe due to the packages or libraries that were used, and those are not updated in the Orchestrator, that was throwing an error. Okay, so how did I rectify that? I checked with the logs and found out that one of the API key is not working. So since we used assets, we are able to directly change it in the asset value rather than changing it directly in the code. That saved us a lot of time because I am also aware of assets and how to handle the assets. I don't
Oh,
I don't create hard-coded values in the projects. Most of
perfect.
my projects will be with the standard practices of UiPath.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. So do you have any experience with SQL Server or any database?
Yes, Vajra. I have experience with Oracle, MySQL, and SQL Server.
Okay. So have you integrated UiPath with SQL Server or any database? How to do that?
No, Vajra. I didn't have that. I didn't collaborate at UiPath with the servers.
Okay. The answer should be I worked with the database activities. There are multiple database activities like create a data, create table, create record, and adding the records, updating the records. So there are different. We can also add stored procedures, or we can work with the stored procedures as well. Okay.
Actually, do we work with those databases in the UiPath? I don't know.
Yes, we will
Oh,
use.
okay.
Okay.
Where we use the connections to connect the UiPath with the servers.
Exactly. While working with the activities, we will have an option to add connection string, and
Okay.
with the connection string, we will be able to give in the AD name, username, and password. Along with that, we will give in the catalog name as the table.
Okay.
Okay. Then we will be able to work with
We
it.
will get the data from the database.
Exactly.
Okay.
Got
So,
it?
Vajra,
Yeah.
Yes.
is there any chance that we can connect the DB2 mainframe server?
To what? I didn't get that.
In UiPath,
Hmm.
is there any chance that we can connect to any other system, like in legacy? You can say that SQL Server is this, instead of SQL Server, DB2 server.
Yes, I think we can connect. There should also be a connection string. See, UiPath is .NET, based on .NET.
Yes.
Okay, anything that you can work with .NET, that can also be done with UiPath.
Okay, got it.
Got it?
But I think DB2, I think something not sure. Okay.
Yeah, might be. I haven't worked with DB2, but if you are able to connect and if there are libraries that are available with .NET, you will be able to import them and use them in UiPath.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yep. So Sudha, I'm glad that you worked with Exclusive Technologies. I am ready to hire you. What would be the package that you are looking for?
Package is up to the company standards, right?
So what is the answer, Sudha? You cannot answer like this.
Uh, for a contracting, we charge around 100 euros per hour,
Okay.
and for a permanent role, I will charge for around 4,000 euros per month.
Okay. So this can be like this. If it is a contractor, I think you need to talk to my vendor. But if it
Okay.
is for a permanent role, you can please tell me about the company standard practice,
Okay.
standard practices. Okay.
Standard practice. Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. So please go ahead and start applying the jobs. Don't wait.
Sure, Vajra.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
others as well, please check with the resumes that I have provided and update your own details. Make sure the details are a bit modified and go for job hunting. So I will also take mock interviews like this whenever I feel that someone is ready, for sure. Okay, so make sure that you have the mock interview as early as possible. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, Bhajan, got it.
Okay, how did you find this session? Let's see. Let's take a quick feedback and stop.
Surprise.